All right, so let's talk about the transformational learning principles. So this is a set of principles. It came about in summer. It was released in summer of 2024. These were put together by ASCD and ISTE, uh, who have merged. That was the administrators group and technology group. And this is supposed to provide us kind of a framework or a set of principles to really help enhance our students' success. You'll notice that I have linked this document, the Transformational Learning Principles, in our Canvas course. And when you look at it, you're going to see that some of it is specific to technology, but all of it is meant to really help our students. So these are things that you need to think about kind of as you move forward through the course, as you're designing things, as you're creating things. You want to kind of go back to these. So let's go over them real quick. The first one is nurture, and you can see on your screen, hopefully. Nurture, we've got kind of three entities. We're going to cultivate belonging, connect our learning to the learner, and ensure equity. So that means we really have to think about what's available for our students. Are they all going to be having the same things? Are they going to have access to the same things? We need to make sure that we're connecting what we're doing, specifically when we're utilizing technology in our classrooms. We need to make sure that we're using differentiated strategies. We need to use our tech tools to really increase engagement, advance progress, enhance that learning. Um, Especially when we're in an online course, sometimes it's hard to cultivate belonging. So that's something we have to be super intentional about. Our second transformational principle is guide. We always want to spark curiosity. That's one of the ways that technology can really help us is by sparking curiosity. Technology does allow us to be able to reach out and do things that we would not be able to do without it. A lot of times we can put our students in contact with other people, in contact with information, engage them with the knowledge that we're trying to teach in new ways, utilizing the tech, developing their expertise. That means we're going to go back to those evidence-based practices, that science of learning, because we want our students to develop essential skills and knowledge. Now, in our world, when we talk about 21st century skills, when we look at the world around us, it's really hard to imagine that we are helping our students develop essential skills and knowledge if we're not also helping them in technology. We know that technology is here to stay. It is not going to go away. It's just going to continue to grow. Um, and the third thing under guide is to elevate reflection. So we need to use a lot of data and tools, things that we can use to give feedback to help our students understand how to improve. We can use a lot of technology tools to encourage critical thinking. We do have to give our students time to support and to reflect on even the feedback that we give them. Um, we also, one of the big things in education now is we really want our students to be working with monitoring their own progress and setting goals. And then our third transformational learning principle is empower. And under empower, we really, really want to hold tight to prioritizing those authentic experiences. So think about how you would be able to provide authentic learning experiences in your classroom. And then think about how can we utilize technology to support that, right? So a lot of times we'll do project-based learning, some performance-based projects, we'll have assessments. We're going to ask our students to design and create and collaborate to solve problems. As you go through this course, you're going to be asked to design things and create things, especially when we think about that Google Classroom that's going to be your final project. So, how do we do that and provide authentic experiences? And how can we utilize technology to help us do that? And then the other priority or bullet point under empower is to ignite agency. And if you look at that, that means that we're really going to use a mix of learner-led approaches. Um, a lot of times we'll talk about this in things like choice boards, but really we're trying to give our students an opportunity to be heard. Give them that student agency, allow them to explore. Um, we don't live in a world that is black and white, right and wrong. We live in a world that has lots of gray area, and we want to allow our students to be able to show us what they've learned, and to really think about and think critically about, hey, what does this mean and how does this work? Um, a lot of times in tech, we're able to give them the opportunity to fail, to take risks, and we really want them to learn what failing means within the context of education while we're there to support them. Because what we know is that fail is not necessarily a bad thing. If you have failed at something, that means you've had your first attempt of learning and might not have gotten it that time, but we're going to keep on rolling, right? And that's a really important concept for our students to understand. When we look at technology, that becomes even more important because as you think about the ways in which technology continues to grow and expand and change, our students have to understand that you're not always going to get it right the first time and that that's not bad. That helps them grow. It helps them feel free to learn. So those are our transformational learning principles. Like I said, those came from ASCD and ISTE. They they created those together. So I hope this has helped you understand those a little better. I hope that you're enjoying this course so far. Make sure to let me know if there's something I can do to help. Have a great day.